thank you guys. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to talk about this incredible film. So let me start right off the bat. Aside from this film, which is your favorite slasher film?
Such a
Ooh.
good question. I feel like my answer is so lame, right? But I'd have to say either no, I'm gonna go with Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But I do love Friday the 13th. It's just such like a classic. Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you for that. How about you, Rai?
They both are. Yeah, and I find it so hard because I'm such a big fan too. I love The Burning, My Bloody Valentine, and the original Halloween.
Excellent. Thank you. Great choices. So, Andrea, let me start with you. It never ceases to amaze me how this genre can be dismissed sometimes as like a disposable genre that goes after easy scares or jump scares, which challenges filmmakers to try to be unique. Exactly what happens with this film. However, from the acting perspective, there's always a challenge of projecting different emotional states or state of mind, and that can be more challenging as any other serious roles or any other genre. So, what can you tell me about these specific challenges and how you dealt with them, particularly with this project, considering that you're not a big fan of horror films?
Oh no. Who told you that?
Well, I read it somewhere.
I think that's so funny. I think the biggest challenge was being in a state of trauma and being in these prolonged scenes where I had to really live what my character Chris has been going through.
Mhm.
But the it was so easy as an actor because our team was incredible, and I'm really truly like I'm not just saying that. I think because we had such a small cast and crew and they were so passionate and everybody did such an incredible job, it was so easy for me to believe this fear
Okay.
and the circumstance. And I mean, watching Johnny in, I won't give it away, but witnessing one of the kills happening, it was easy to be afraid of that. It was easy to really buy into the moment, just because, especially filming in the middle of the woods, the atmosphere of the situation made it just that much easier.
That was awesome. Right, you were awesome. Obviously, there will be comparisons with other slashers, particularly with my favorite Friday the 13th. So for that, I was kind of adamant or questioning my expectations before watching this film. So I was wondering, while you were creating or working on the approach of your character that executes so many horrible deaths with no dialogues, were you inspired by any of these iconic killers, and how did you manage to do something different, because it feels very different from what we've seen before? What can you tell me about that?
Yeah, I watched. I went back and rewatched, and then found as many new slasher films as I could when I was prepping for the role. And I am such a huge fan. Like I own the box set of Friday the 13th movies. I'm a big fan of Kane Hodder as a hero, and Freddy Krueger, even like a very different character. But going back and watching all of those interpretations and different versions of especially in Nick Castle as Michael Myers too. It's kind of picking and choosing little elements and trying to amalgamate them into something new and unique, but also giving nods to those classics and the people that really made the genre what it is. So that was a lot of fun, just getting to research that, and then also it's a big part of what Chris and I talked about, what the character was going to be and what we walked through and planned with how the film's designed and the pacing and everything.
Okay, excellent. Thank you for that. So, Andrea, was there ever a moment where you felt like real terror, even collaborating hand in hand with your fellow actor here, but perhaps because the sequence was so intense? Because we always talk about chemistry on set, but within other genres, how does this chemistry translate into a film about a killer and a potential victim?
Yeah, I think I will say so. First, there was one moment that really made me jump every time it happened, and it's where Rye, your hand like shoots up to grab a gun. And every
Uh,
time that happened in real life, because I never knew when it was coming. So it would just like really truly terrify me. Um, but I think like but I think with this film, it's such like it's so physical. For
Mhm.
Rye, of course, but even the parts that I did, it's a very physical film. So it was quite easy to tap into horror and terror when you're running all the time, or you're out of breath, or you're in the woods in the middle of the night.
Got it. So, right, considering that your vast experience in horror, fantasy, sci-fi films, what is the element of this genre that resonates most with you? And also, why do you think people are so fascinated by this type of stories, or because, or why, or because or why you think people like to be scared?
Well, as a kid, when I was first getting into this stuff, I always it feels like a ride. It does feel like a roller coaster ride where you don't know what's going to happen, especially when you're new to the genre and experiencing for your first time. And then the more you get to know it and get to know the formulas and stuff, you can really appreciate the special effects and just how it's put together, and why certain ones work so much better than others, because they have great other characters and final girls and final guys and just characters in general that people actually care about, or maybe they don't care about and they want to see them get dismembered in a terrible way, because some characters are horrible too. So yeah, I always liken it to a ride. It's you get to go along this journey and see all the crazy sights.
It's also so fun to watch something different. Like, I feel like so much of the time it's the same stuff that's being churned out, which is fine, and it's good to watch, but it's fun to watch something that makes you feel uneasy, or icky or terrified.
Agree 100%. My time is up. Thank you so much for giving me the chance to talk about the best horror film of the year. So congratulations for that. So gracias desde Puerto Rico, from Puerto Rico. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day.
Thank you so much.